1, 2. That was annoying. Right. Redo. Redo. Hello everybody and welcome to the Miami Grand Prix, or feature race, however you want to call it here, in PA Sim Racing. Sorry, PA Sim Academy. PA Sim Racing Academy? Who knows? Anyway, we're about to get underway. We have 2 Williams, a Red Bull and a Haas lined up. Let's have a look if we can spot any others very soon. Oh, we have both of the Ferraris. And, yeah. This league, second to the main league, PA Sim Racing, which I do the normal streaming for, there tends to have quite good attendance. Probably better than the main league, and as you can see, we've already got multiple people just joining back. I don't know why we're in mediums. This is regular qualifying. You're not doing regular our league qualifying. I'm sharing screen now on Discord for anyone that is in there. So Shah and Lily. Is that DFIY? Might be. Hang on. Is it? I think maybe. Lee, there. You've got the Mondane car. You've got the Bolton Bisons. You have so many others. Right, the timer on call quality is ticking down bit by bit. We've got some decent amount of cars, and there should be more cars joining the further we get into this session, this feature race session, this qualifying and feature race. And also, we will be seeing about who will win. So here we go. Green flags are out. Qualifying is underway. It's a very nice place because the finish line is right here in the garage where you'd go out. Is right there, so it's very good. Whoever's in that other Red Bull, that's Alex. He has not gone as of yet because I think he is sending me something. So now back underway. You have 7 drivers on the track and 1 other that will be joining us soon. Yeah, right. Not exactly a huge amount to speak about as of yet. Yeah. I'm just going to have some of this going and playing in the background, and when I find something interesting to talk about, I will talk. Man is setting the pace right now. He's Milo's. Is it Milo's? Not different guy. I have hired for Policier. This is Doge. He's in the house and he goes up to the line and he sets the pace with a 1:22.6. Very nice time. Very competitive time. He is looking very nice. Should be Lily now crossing the line very soon. Not valid. Orzon, I think he's got a job as well somewhere else. He's lost his front wing. We've got some drivers waiting in the pits, it's the Astons. There we go. Who is setting some decent pace in these opening stages? Lily has gone and he's put a decent first sector. Not as quick as you'd ideally want it to be, but still, it's in the range. A little bit of an early braking, not as subtle as the downshifts that you might possibly want, but it's all fine. It's a little bit of movement all around the track, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter. A little bit wide on the exit, but to be honest, that's a good thing to have. You don't want to be going too tight, otherwise you'll get a corner cut, and that's a valid sector 2. And it's a personal best sector 2 as well. So down. Oh, that's not very good. Slightly locked up, I have a feeling, the last corner. And now up to the line, keeping it very nice tight line. It's gone relatively wide on the exit. Where does that go? It's 1:25.6. So let's see. Caramel Gamer. Or Caramel. Not putting in the exact marvelling sectors. Vitgol has stopped some track. I believe most likely because of either impeding reasons or having to sort something else out. Probably mentioned something in the chat, didn't he? Yes. So to the end, he's gonna have to make way for the other cars. That's a Sauber in the wall. I believe, yeah. Very deep in the Tech Pro. Very impressive, I'd say. Not seen someone go that deep. Now let's see, Vidkal in the... I'm just going to say Red Bull. I honestly can't be bothered to use the actual names. Here you go, so through this section it's a very high speed. You want to ideally keep it flat out, go down to 6th around here, then back up to 7th, down to 4th. Use the extra bit of track that you have. So 25.6, not exactly a very amazing, outstanding first sector, but maybe that can change in the second sector. Very, very, very quick entry, but maybe a little bit uncontrolled, which might lose a bit of time. To the end of that sector, so 29.6, which is okay. That's GDP for he's putting a 1:24.6. Caramel, so he's managed to get up a position. Now, Vidkol needs to finish the lap. He's nicely done that. Still, Sir Nathan has just kept it right in the barrier. Now, to the line, you want to keep it nice and tight. Everyone's going wide, though. That's a really interesting thing that I keep on seeing. He goes 4th. It's a 1:25.3, 9.8. Yeah. Man has just set the pace. I mean, it's unbelievable what he's been doing, and you can see he is continuing to improve across the line this time. No, slightly late on the DRS, I think. It's still a 10th improvement, though, with 2 purple sectors. Now I think going for a bit of either recharge and go again, or possibly just gonna go and box the next lap. There's no need to actually, because you can just respawn, but people do what they do, and they like to do different things to others. Who else is setting some nice pace? Lily is. Lily has set some pretty nice sectors, and let's see to the end. Ferrari driver making the last corner, still going a little bit deep there. I still think there's a lot of time to be found in that last corner. But some two decent sectors hooks up towards the line. 124.7. Lots of drivers in the 124.7s. In fact, you've got Caramel Gamer and Lily both separated by 0.004 of a second. But I don't know what it is for you, Vizgal. My prediction is right. Man did box. And you have... I don't know. Why are people staying in the walls? That is a big question for me. Okay, so Nathan has despawned. Now it's Roblox. He's picked up and he's just driven on. Alright, let's see. GTB Spy. Is this a hot lap? No. But you know who it is a hot lap for? It's Caramel Gamer's hot lap. Again, interestingly, a second down on Man in Sector 1, but it doesn't really matter here. That's nice. Picked up you wanted ideally. Yeah, that's very good. I like how that looks. Through there, just across the curb. Slight oversteer. But he's kept it all within the white lines. And he's going to try and take this to the end. It's a decent second sector. But ideally you want to pick up a little bit more time there. So, Williams driver, pick the braking point. It shoots off to heaven knows. Obviously wanting to start a new lap. So, I don't know. Now who's that? In the pits. Okay, you got Manu. He's, I think on a lap. Very twitchy. I think maybe a keyboard player. And also some horrible internet too. So here we go. He'd call on an out lap. So I'm going to leave that be. Mano has lost the front wing. That isn't good. I'd recommend you box. Don't want that. So, man, I don't know if that's an out lap. I think it probably isn't. I think that is a hot lap. Those guys need to probably try and get out of the way for the Haas driver. Because his only competition had really been eliminated. And that's a 24.351. Purple first sector. Fastest first sector of the session. Picking up time everywhere. Here you go. Alright, here, it's another. Pick your braking point and then get your turn in. Pin perfect. That's a little bit in. And I think that might be a corner cut, but it might not be. Right, through the Mickey Mouse section, it really is just trying to keep it controlled and trying to keep it flat out through there. And to the end of the second sector, it's purple. He is just picking up time everywhere he goes. Alright, now we're going down until the last hairpin. Again, once again. Alright, whatever. Pick your braking point, stick with it, turn in nice and early. Maximize it all, that's really good. And just drive to the line. Again, keeping it nice and tight, that's what you want to see. It's another 10th improvement that he's managed to find. But I think another 10th could be found, because with the Sector 3, you can probably find a 10th or two. You could actually find like 4 tenths, but you know, this is an academy league. I'm not expecting, you know, top league pace. So you got some drivers in the 125, some drivers in the 122s, but one driver in the 122s, 3 drivers in the 127s, GTB Spoy in the 124 6s. Sorry. I think that these guys are probably going for a lap just to see where they can put it. That's also Sir Nathan into the wall again. Not looking great for the Sauber driver. Interesting line through there. I don't know if he's just trying to save it until the pits. But, you know, it's all okay. So we now also have Shah has arrived. And Shah has set 2 sectors, enough to get maybe a 123. We'll see what he can do again. So really interesting plays. Oh, and he slapped the wall. Well done. Anyway, it's a great track, Miami, in however way you want us to put it. To the line, it's a 124.4. So even with the slap of the wall, it's a decent lap. Even though he probably lost a second in Sector 3. Sector 2, a little bit of work on. Because I know where Shah can be. And Shah is a good driver. And can definitely demonstrate a bit further. There's Sembagamba in the Racing Bulls Vivid Bolting Bison's car. That's what they call it in game. Anyway, here we go. We've got 14 drivers. 12 are allowed to drive. 2 of them being the Aston Martins not. Man is topping the session currently by just under 2 seconds. It should be a little bit less though. Once Rule has managed to put in a 124, so the other Williams driver beating out his teammate in P5, but people are finding improvement right now. Lily has found some improvement in Sector 1, but not enough in Sector 2 to really put in a great time. But let's see, to the line, not keeping it tight, doing an interesting sort of style, and not improving. GT Beast Boy does so. He goes to a 124.2. Shah, this is probably going to be his out lap. He's going to try and find some more time onto his hot lap. He's got 20 seconds to do so. Just enough time if you cut enough, but I don't know if he will be able to. You got some really great people around here, really able to maximise the most out of these cars, but I don't know if Shah's got enough. Again, Orzon on his out lap, he won't be able to finish it. So that's it for him. It's it for Shah too. Is there anyone improving though right now? There's a certain Haas driver. His name is Doggo or Doge or Man, whoever you want to call him. He's there and he's found a lot more time. Pick your breaking point. I recommend going down to 3rd. Some people go down to 4th. Here we go through this section. Not getting all the things through the curb, but still a slight little twitch out of the Mickey Mouse area. Where does he put it in Sector 2? It's a 28.6. About 0.2 off. But if he can find that time in Sector 2, it will be a brilliant lap from him. So, down here, pick your breaking point. Hairpin, in, tight. Use all the track if possible. Out. Use the curb. Keep it tight into the finish line. To the line, no improvement for him. But still a lovely effort. 1,000th off his best lap time, interestingly. He set 122.434 and his best is 122.433. That's actually quite a funny time to go and get. Eyes that I think we should be keeping our eye on. Of course, Man, I mean, I think it's a bit obvious after going 1.6 seconds quicker than anybody else in qualifying. I think Shah, because Shah can definitely find a little bit more time than he actually did. And I'd also say top 3 pick. I'm also going to go for Rule in the Williams. I mean, we're about to get to the race now, so let's see where we can put it. Or where, we'll see, whatever. The race is about to start, the feature race. Luckily, Alex has set the laps this time, unlike a few other times before. So, ready? I think we are. So, you ready for this race to get underway? I am, and I think quite a few of you also are, whoever is watching. So you can watch the lights. I can't see them, drivers will. I can see them. All are alight. Not anymore. And we're away. And, okay, we can ignore that. The Aston is a pit lane starter, but it's got, not been ejected into a horrible position. We've got a lot of people just bunching up right now. I think it is a little bit Shah in the lead, but I think we've still got some other drivers very close. Man, yes, as I said, in the lead, but Shah only 3/10 behind, and then Ruth only another 5/10 behind him. And I think he's got the memo, he's got the shout, because I think it will be a medium soft strategy. The other two haven't. Well, Shah has actually, sorry. Taking my advice from earlier today, in AEC in Las Vegas. Anyway, he goes through the little last corner there. He's extended his gap to Shah by about 1/10 of a second. Man, sliding a little bit clear of the Red Bull driver. Another slide from Shah through the Mickey Mouse section, and to the end, it's a whole second taken out of him. Not great news for him. Finally, off the fastest lap is set by Lily. And Man hasn't actually set a valid lap as of current. But I think that will change because he's recovered lovely from the last corner. And now to the line. Fastest lap, 1:25.4. He extended his gap to Shah by another tenth of a second. And Lilly comes behind in the Ferrari, and then Oars, and then Rule in the Williams. But then you got GTB Sport, and he's literally, I think, just edged ahead. And it's a position swap, these two, 5th and 6th, swapping their way between each other. No one else except these two. To the end, yeah, exactly what I said. And so Nathan, not a great start for him. I'm assuming it's 58 seconds off the lead and 30 seconds and lock up. That's questionable. Right. SimAcademy is fighting with Vidkal. That is unexpected. Vidkal was leading last time out in France, and this time out in Miami, he is down in 11th out of the points. He's going to need to find a little bit of a slide, some more pace to climb up a few positions, because he is 30 seconds down from the leader. Closing up a little bit, but not enough. By about a tenth in that middle sector. If you're closing up by a tenth every lap, it would cost you just a second and a half now. So that really doesn't help. He needs to find more time. Someone that doesn't know is Man. He is leading by 4.133 seconds. And Shah, how does he close up? Does he not? He does, by about 2/10 in that first sector. Same order. Oh no, GTB Boy has got past Oars. So Ferrari 3-4 as of current. But right now, it's still a Haas leading the way. I suddenly realise one can use one little graphic that I do happen to have, which is this. Hit window for softs have opened for this race here in Miami. Man slightly losing the rear a little bit. That obviously is a recommendation to move over. Come on, right. To the end of the last sector, he's probably going to hang in for about 2 more laps. I wouldn't recommend any longer. Might even be this lap or lap 7. Lap 7 probably going to be the last one. Slightly getting a bit of a bump there, but he's extended his gap to Lilly, and Shah is out. I didn't realise that, but yeah, he's out. That's also in Sector 1 too. So there comes Man to lap Shah after his crash. So a decent competitor is out. And I think it will be a little bit of a home run for Man till the end. Yeah. You've got a big train from 3rd to 4th, and then after you got a little bit more. So you got 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in a battle, and then you got 5th, 6th, and fifth and sixth in the battle, and then you've also got Nathan being lapped. I'm honestly a bit questionable of why he's still running, but you know, drivers drive and improve, so we'll see him hopefully improve either later in this race or in some other races. So Man, who is leading the pack, he gets around last corner, doesn't box. I think it'll be next lap. So, yep, to the line. That was still lapping decently quick in comparison to other guys. I mean, Roos is gaining overall with some decent times, 1:25.9 compared to a 1:25.5 actually. So, no, not that much quicker. Um, so here we go. Man is leading, but it is being closed by Roos. That isn't a person that's boxed. I think they're just managing to find more and more time as the race goes on. Now, this is my very last idea. I think the soft runners should be boxing this lap. Maybe a little bit earlier, lap 7, because the medium tyres tend to hang on a little bit nicer. Who knows? But I think roughly about this lap, people will box, and just as I say that, just happens to happen. Man is boxing for some lovely, I'm gonna guess medium tyres. Am I right? Yes, I am. Now you just about 11 seconds pitting in this particular racetrack, so he'll come out in 4th because he had such a big gap. Yeah, he comes out just behind just behind Lily. I think he'll make light work of that and just literally catch up to the back of Reese's here, and well, he has. So look at that, such an amazing, you know, really great performance there. He's down to 4th, as I predicted, but he's only a few tenths off. So we'll see what he can do in the next few laps and see if he can get that commanding lead that he had in the first 8 laps of this Grand Prix. We've got two cars out. That's Semba Gamba and Sir Nathan. Both of them quite deep in the tech pro barrier. Both of them no longer competing. So we only have 9 runners in this race now. And more like 8 now, because Vitgol is out. Wow, that's interesting. So you got multiple people going in pitting. Rus and GTB Sport have stayed out, but they are consistently losing time now to Man. Alright, you want something for me to speak about? Here we go. Battle between second and third. Oh, okay. Okay, that's sort of opened up a bit now. I don't know if it's really battle. Let's see anyone else. Everyone's separate, everyone's apart. There's nothing for me to talk about. Literally. I mean, let's see. Is GTB Sport going to get any DRS pass here? Open it up? Yes, he does. Right, so there might be a little bit of a battle occurring between these two, the Aston Martin and the Ferrari. Oh, but he locks up. That's the end of that. Commentator's curse, I guess. Yeah. I mean, Man is just pulling away though, and Rus has to make a pit stop as of now. I think. Mostly because the sectors are so poor that I think they're old tyres. But someone that isn't heading poor sectors is Man. And as Man approaches the line, what will this lap time be? It's a 1:24.2, but his best lap was a 1:23.7. 1.3 seconds ahead of the best lap time set by the second best lap time, which was set by GTB Spy, who we did just see lock up into there. Man just continues to lead rather consistently and nicely, so take a look at that. Quite nice. Okay, still consistently led by Man. Soon enough he'll get a pit stop to Rus. And Roos will be needing to box, I believe, for some new tyres, because you don't tend to be getting these sorts of sectors on fresh tyres. Quick reminders for that. I don't have admin as well, so I can't really announce it. What I can say, currently, there is a pit window for medium runners that have started. That is sort of strange. It wasn't meant to be 16 to 19. Whatever. That's what you get. It's a pit winners from Japan last time out in the PA Sim Racing race. So yeah, 14 seconds clear. It's definitely enough to make an extra pit stop, but there's no need to make an extra pit stop because he's put in a lovely strategy. As you might have picked up, Roos has boxed for some new tyres. So he'll be going for it. 25-0 in the first sector is about a tenth quicker than our leader, Man. but I don't know if it'll find enough time to make it till the end of the race. So, through the second sector, 3/10 quicker than our race leader, Man. That doesn't matter. 25 seconds is the gap between Man and GT Beast Boy. It's practically insurmountable. Even after that moment. Oh. So here we go. Through that sector, 7 seconds gained for GT Beast Boy. That is, you know, a decent chunk, but nowhere near anything needed. It isn't even enough to get a pit stop. So, 2 more laps. This being now the penultimate lap. And come up to the line for the final lap, final tour around the Miami International Autodrome. Slight corner cut slow down at the end of turn 1, but absolutely fine enough. This is basically a victory lap because 17 seconds is a lot, enough for a pit stop. So he could take his time as much as he wanted through this lap. Keeping it nice and tight through the entry, going nice and wide through the exit. It's a fantastic final lap for Man. Or Doge, whoever you want to call him. Goes underneath the JP Santon and the Birkenbosch overhead advertisement boards. Pick your braking point, use the curb, don't clatter into the wall. All of that is absolutely fine. And through the second sector, over the Mickey Mouse chicane, that'll bump you a little bit, but he's absolutely fine. And now, last little home run, home straight. Man has shown absolutely everything. He's a runner-up last time in France. And the Haas driver has shown absolutely why he deserves to be here. And probably why he deserves a seat in the main league. So now up to the line. It's a fantastic and phenomenal win for Man, who wins the Miami feature race. And it's a big well done for me. Well done. It's Rules comes home in second place. 13 seconds off GT Beast Boy. Just about 1.2 seconds off, and Lily 3 seconds off him. Bolting Bison's driver, Orzon. He comes home in 5th, 23 seconds off the lead, and you got these last few coming home, and you've got Mano, who was in, he's been lapped. So, Rule now approaches the line. He takes home 6th place. Now Roblox, he takes home 7th. And now Manaludi has to finish the laps. So that is it. That is the Miami feature race for anybody watching. Won by Man, runner-up Roos. In 3rd place was GT Beast Boy. So, yeah. Lovely race from all of these drivers. And one last thing, of course, to say to all of you people. I will see you tomorrow for the Miami Grand Prix, where we, of course, have the championship decider between Wysite and Alan and Matt, and the constructors decider between Black Bison, Ferruccia and Montaigne. You don't want to miss it, so turn up. It's, I think, 1 o'clock tomorrow in BST, wherever that is for you. So 2 o'clock Central Central Eastern European time, Central European Standard Time. That's what it is. Yes. So 2 o'clock Central European Standard Time. Yeah. Okay. So 18 hours time. Harsh rain, and it's a big championship decider. You have 3 of each possible to win in either championship. And Eagle Scott Beast.